say hi. Okay, you did it. We love your car.
I just want to say that I like to get from Windsor, Ontario. I also came in Dodge Dart 69. And there's something not very common to see a full force on a Dodge Dart. So what we have to look at it. How many years I think? 3 or 4 years. Okay. Nothing to work on it? No, nothing at all. I want to bring the process because it might be the first. Okay. That's okay. So we'll get to that shortly.
Well done.
I've never seen it. Big block with exhaust manifold. That's a tight fit. Yeah, I know you don't like that as much, Nick, but in this case, I would never want to do it. Looks like a big block in his body. There's no room with the exhaust manifold. Imagine the headers going on it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Changing the plugs is a nightmare. Yeah, once somebody has to make a special tool. So, yes, I have special tools for for headers. Sometimes even that inside. So I was going to squeeze your Hemi in there, but I guess it's already focused for it, so you'll have to worry about something else. You know, there's another guy who wants to buy it. I haven't contacted him. I have not contacted him yet. It's a 69 Dodge Dart. He wants to buy the powertrain, but I wanted to tell him that the Hemi, that 4-speed that I got, even though I got out, it's not made for an A-Mod. It's not made for an E-Mod. 471, 52 A-Mod. But anyways, I'm going to wait on it before I do it, because I want to read your comments. I got a lot of emails I got stuff on. And you guys also on holidays, in fact, I'm going to and
Nick, I'm terribly sorry to announce that once again people are saying they can't hear us. So I'm just going to put my camera down. Please don't move. I'm going to play with some buttons. Very sorry. You can keep talking. They all look good here. I can hear in my monitors, but everybody on here is saying they can't hear anything. I just unplugged and replugged everything. They should be. Your mic is right under your mouth. Sounds like Nick is talking into his coffee mug. I think you got hacked. What the hell? Dead mics, no sound. Simply. Oh, Jesus. Please don't move. I've got a second set of microphones. I'm going to switch them out completely. Stay tuned.
They're made from okay.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Just pretend I'm not here.
They didn't hear us at all from the beginning.
They just say you sound like hell. You sound bad. So I'm changing all the mics.
Change all the mics. We'll stand by for a few minutes. We have
Here's one for you. We'll try it. This is round 2.
Okay.
With the microphones.
And tell me if they can hear us. We'll start it over.
These are the old ones. That
Okay.
that last one was a brand new one.
Let's try it.
Go ahead. You
Can you? We're testing 1, 2, 3. Guys, can you hear me?
Good now.
We're
Yeah,
good?
I will only use the old mics from now on.
Okay, so let me start from the beginning. I just want to say we've got visitors from Windsor, Ontario. We got Ross and Gail. because we missed it out before, Gil. We couldn't have your voice before.
Hi.
Just come over here and say hello. We're on
You
camera.
embarrass her twice.
Sorry, we don't want to bother you. Just say hello to my viewers and that's it. Come on this side. You don't have to say much. Of course, you came all the way from Windsor. You got to say hello. Right there.
Hi.
There you go.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for having us.
It's our pleasure. Anyways, Ross, so now that they can hear us, what do we got here?
Well, a 69
Okay.
dart,
Okay.
446 pack, 4-speed pistol grip. And I came here today to get some advice on what I should do to this car before I get started on it. So of course I came to the specialist, Dr. Hemi.
Dr.
Nick,
Hemi.
here we go.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Have you done anything to this car since you bought it?
I've changed the oil, Nick, and put wires and plugs on it. That's about it.
That's it. And now you're looking for more power.
More power, yeah.
But let me ask you something. A 446 bike in a Dodge Dart is powerful enough, from my opinion.
It's not bad, you know.
But you want more.
You got more, Betty.
Everybody wants more power.
That's the name of the game.
And I was telling Tom too works on engines too, and I wanted to tell him, like I would not go with this type of block for the power you need 700 to 800.
Well, one of the reasons I bought this car is because everybody's got Mustangs, and I want to be faster than Mustangs.
Okay.
So that's why I bought this car.
Oh, shots fired to the Ford guy.
Yes, and you know you got to do another thing. Once you get an engine with a lot of power, a lot of torque, you got to make sure you can hook it up.
Well, we'll hook her
Put
up.
some
baby.
weight in the trunk because when you have a lot of torque, a lot of horsepower, you got to have good traction.
Well, I usually keep a couple bodies in the trunk for weight, Nick, but
Well,
they're
you
all
could-
right, you know.
Yeah, tie them down. They don't bounce around.
But they get the smell after a while. huh?
So you know what? Where'd you start? Let's hear it.
Are you sure?
It
'Cause,
sounds
like,
good. I want my viewers to hear it.
Okay, 1 second, Nick.
And it's a 4-speed car. Let's go. I want to hear it.
Yeah, give me, I'll go in the back.
I don't hear nothing else.
It's my job.
Hope it starts.
And you know what? I just wanted to say one thing.
Say it later.
I'll say it later. I mean, it sounds great, man. I know. I want to hear it from the back. It does, eh? It's the echo inside the building. Or is it because it's in Nick's garage?
That's right.
There we go. How much have you revved this engine till? How much? 5 grand, 6 grand? Yeah?
Go more, though. Go way more.
Yeah, you got a, you know what kind of connector rod you got in there? Okay,
I have no idea what's inside.
okay,
That's why I came to the specialist.
okay. So, sometimes, I know that we took it for a drive earlier, and I noticed that the disc pack does not respond like the way it should. Because you know why? I've built a lot of 6-packs, I've driven a lot of 6-packs, and when they open up, it's a rolling thunder.
Exactly.
I drove it with yours, but it was very sluggish, like it was opening very slow. Like when the 6-pack opens up, even at 34 miles an hour that we've been doing earlier, they should spin those tires, break them loose like nothing.
Exactly.
If you want to know, that Wiki 383 right there behind you, that one didn't do that. Until we finished working on it, changed the cylinder heads, brought up the compressor ratio, put a little cam in it, now it's a big difference from when he first brought it in. And then, and then, like in your case, that should do the same thing. Just spin the tires, no problem.
When I first got the car, it was a lot more powerful. I've had issues with the carburetors and flooding and stuff, and I think it might have burnt some of the engine out. Like
Okay.
there's a couple cylinders that are low in
Okay.
it, or weak, so, it needs to upgrade. It needs a Nick's touch.
Do you know anything about it?
Well, it's a 1970.
No, but what I mean is like the heads and.
No, this is the way I
Nothing?
got it. I haven't
I-
taken anything apart. It
I-
is aluminum heads.
They're aluminum heads. I think they're 440
440
source.
source.
Yeah, they're not Eldo block. They're 440 source. It's got the aluminum intake with 6-pack. You know what happens? Maybe the car was in storage for a while. Maybe before you bought it. Maybe the carburetors were dried up and the floats, and maybe that's why you were having flooding issues like that.
Yeah. Also,
'Cause
somebody told me that if the spark plugs are too long, it robs the horsepower too.
if they're fouled up, yes.
Yes.
they
What about the
will.
depth in the cylinder?
The depth?
Like sometimes you plugged it, they're too long.
No. What number are you using?
I don't know.
Okay, these are identical to cast iron heads. You sell like a
No, they're not.
RJ12YC champions.
No.
That's what I use on my cast
No,
iron heads.
These are not. These are AC spark plugs. 5/8
Amazing.
heads. They go way deep.
Wow, you
inside.
got the long reach. Oh, you got the wrong plugs.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get some
Nick,
new
I
ones.
predicted the viewer's first question. Can it do a burnout?
It's up to Ross. Ross, can you do it? What do you say?
I think it's Nick's shop. He should do it. That way I'm not responsible.
You want to
Go
do
ahead,
it?
Nick.
Okay,
Do a burnout with it.
I'll do it. I'll do a small one right here in the shop.
Yep.
He just named you as responsible, though.
Okay, let's hope. I hope nothing breaks. You know what I mean?
Okay,
popping.
we're in a good place for breaks.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're in the right place if it breaks
The only
anyways.
thing is if you want, let's say 700-800 horsepower with a stock block, the main caps walk.
Oh, yeah.
Over 600, they start to walk.
Oh, yeah.
And they-
And-
We're already
even
past
if-
the stock block. We're
Yeah, yeah, we're
Yeah.
surpassed that.
Yeah.
And tell that viewer, hopefully nothing breaks, or else I'm gonna hold him responsible.
Are you taking it outside? Should we
Nope,
move those?
I'm gonna bring it right up to the door, then bring it in. I'm just gonna do a little burnout in the shop.
Beautiful.
Do the brakes work?
Nick.
Ross, do the brakes work?
Sometimes.
No, sometimes. So it's a risk. Wow. You better believe the differential hops. My God. I'll try it one more time. But I'm not going to go as hard.
The back wheels are dancing when you do
I
that.
know it's
They're bouncing all over the place.
differential is hitting the. One more time, Ross. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring it up a little bit less. Yeah, something's not right back there, man. You know, you got wheel hopping, you feel like the differential, the snubber's going through the
The
floor
springs
pan.
are really bad shape to start with.
Yeah, and like you told me earlier, the pinion angle is way off.
yes.
Yeah, yeah,
At
it
least-
is.
Went
Hey,
up and down
I
like
must
you
have did a
drove
good
over a
job on the drive shaft because it's still in there.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we didn't break a joint there because it felt like bang,
Yeah,
bang, bang.
You can see it slapping up and down.
It did, yeah, it did. Now I know what you mean. Okay,
And it's a slippery floor.
it is.
Imagine if it wasn't.
That too, yeah, that too.
I
But-
want to know about the beautiful paintwork on the rear end,
There's one thing missing on your car.
What's that?
or not.
On a Dodge product, when you put in reverse, the backup light should be on your
It's
dash.
there. It needs a new bulb. Can I have one
Oh
before it
my
leaves?
God, they say so, man. We need a bulb. We're gonna do it. Anyways,
Yeah,
it's
what's
all
pretty
good.
cool here
I love your
is that-
decal on the back.
Yes, the hand painted Super B on the back.
That's no decal.
No, this is
It's hand painted. It was on there with.
yeah. Well,
that's
Tom
where I got
mentioned that earlier. It's a nice job you did there.
cool.
Who you had that done, or it came with the
No,
car?
this came with the car. But you know what? Even cooler. On this side, it's going one way.
Yep.
On the other side, it's going the other way.
What?
They did
Yeah.
it twice.
It shouldn't be the other way around.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's going forward here.
See?
Yeah, yeah. I know what happened. There's only one decal. You should have two decals because there has to be a left and a right, but they got both right-hand side decals.
Hey, I never said it was perfect, Nick.
Yes, yes.
Might have been a stencil.
What I wanted to say earlier is your J6 green reminds me of my Hemi Cuda that I had for 27 years. Right, Maverick?
Yep.
The green one. And
Well,
you're in.
there he is.
There he is. You're in that car right there. There. That's
yeah,
me.
cool,
That's
yeah.
my Hemi Cuda in the red shirt, outside standing beside my brother, and next to my brother is Tony Maverick right here. The lucky man.
Always used to go for
Back in the
test
day, eh?
Always used to go for the test drive.
Oh yeah, we used to test drive that car.
Because I was the lightest one, so we didn't want extra weight in the car to do tests.
Do you remember those days in the back alley?
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
It was great.
Yeah, and it's cool, man. But
It
it's,
is sharp, this
yeah.
color is...
Because you know this color came out in late 70, early 71.
correct.
No, it came out 3 years ago when I bought it.
Is that right? I know, of course, of course.
I like the wheels.
It's clean. It's very
Pretty cool.
clean.
It's got a lot of good thing.
Very.
Whoever did the wheel widening did a real nice job.
And you have mini tubs.
Nick, if I could just let you know, one of our very knowledgeable viewers threw in a $5 super chat, Larry Friend, and he said
Hello,
that's
Larry.
one of 500 1969 Dodge Dart GTSs. That's my #1 dream car for Larry.
But
Wow,
it
you
did-
have good,
but
you
this,
have good dreams.
but this is not a factory 440
No, it's
car.
not a factory.
Not a factory 440 car. That would be an M code.
500 originals.
Yeah,
This
they're,
is a tribute.
they're so rare, so rare. And you know what's unique? The pistol grip. You don't see that on
that's a cool
You never
nice
see a
feature.
pistol grip in an A body. This is the first time I see a pistol grip in an A body.
Cool.
First time. It's pretty cool, man.
It fits in there pretty well.
You know, I drove the car earlier and I drove it around. It was a nice ride there, Ross.
You notice how it doesn't hit the dash?
No,
You know,
no,
that's,
no.
you can adjust that so it
It-
doesn't.
it's a sharp looking car, I gotta admit.
Cool.
It's a sharp looking car.
Listen, Nick, I just want to tell the viewers how thankful I am to come by your shop today and turn some wrenches with you and
Oh, yes.
meet you and talk to you. It was amazing having you.
That's right, you
I'm
know.
going to stop by tomorrow for breakfast if you're by, but if not,
We're
I'm going to
gonna
head
be
home. No, I'm
we're gonna
kidding.
be at Patat 2000 tomorrow morning. We're gonna have breakfast there. I'm there every Saturday morning. And by the way, George, the owner of Patat 2000, he started putting the distribution his poutine sauce, which is right here. I'll go get it. It's on this table. There it is. Just want to say it. He's going to start going into the supermarkets. He's got a few contacts already going through on the, through Metro, IGA. Yeah, they were just talking about it last week. So they're going to start going into supermarkets. So if you guys see this on the shelf, try it out. He makes a great sauce, and this is a package you take home and you make your own sauce, and you make your own favorite Quebecois poutine.
You can make it in the microwave in a couple of minutes.
That's right. And not only,
If you don't see it in store, ask your grocer. Tell them to get it in stock.
and there's another thing I want to tell people. If you don't like the cheese in the potatoes, you can even make French fries and make the sauce and put in the potatoes without the cheese. It's
good on mashed potatoes.
still very good. Yeah,
Good on all sorts of
even on mashed potato.
Frit sauce.
Fritz sauce, oui. That's it. Fritz sauce. So either way you make it, you make a poutine out of it, or Fritz sauce, or sauce of potatoes, or even mashed potato. When you put a sauce on it, this is good stuff, you guys.
Nick, one of my favorite late night snacks, I'll make up a little pot of gravy and I'll just eat it with bread. I just dunk bread into the gravy and eat
That's
that.
that's right.
Hamburger steak would be good with that. too.
That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of good purposes for it.
Good stuff. Check it
Yeah.
out. Look for it in stores.
Go to your local supermarket, you guys. They're going to start going to distribution any day soon. So I don't know what stores are going to have it, but they just started working on that this week.
But all that to say, that's where you're going for breakfast tomorrow. 'Cause
That's
this
right.
woman would like to join you.
So Ross, if
Yes,
you're
I
going
would,
to,
but it all depends who's buying, because after today,
my treat, man. Sorry,
I might not be able to afford it.
because
George's prices are very affordable.
no, I just
I'm
wanted.
just kidding.
Yeah, no, George, you come there and it's on me.
If
But
you
I also,
order more than 6 eggs, you get a layaway plan.
I also wanted to thank Ross today because he's been here all day with us, and we did some mechanical repairs on some of the cars here today. And Ross, who's mechanically inclined and works on cars many, many times and had his own shop, he's worked with us on a few projects here today, and I want to thank him. You know it all.
The shop?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm retired now, but used to be called the Repair Connection.
Nice.
And I'm retired now, so I love coming to see Nick, and I got to turn some wrenches with one of the pros. So
And that's what you've been doing all day.
that's right.
He
And,
comes here, looks at me, goes, Nick, give me the wrench. Let me do it. Give me the wrench. Give me the wrench. Let me do it. Let me do
Appreciate you
it.
for the visit, sir. Thank you.
Well, no, it's
Didn't
all,
want-
the pleasure's all mine.
And he didn't- and
it was
he
worth
did-
the trip.
He did not even stop for 1 minute.
Well, I did because we had lunch. Remember?
Thanks, man. You're a
Did
good
you
man.
say how long
And he
it
bought
was?
pizza for everybody on top of that.
Yeah.
He bought pizza for all.
Did you mention how long the ride was?
11
Yeah,
hours?
11 hours.
11 hours.
A lot of
11
traffic,
hours.
a lot of construction.
Oh, yeah.
Real dark at night.
This big rig that's parked up here.
Well, at least you didn't get any rain on
No,
the
yeah,
way
no
here.
rain. I was going to come with an open trailer,
Okay.
and I rented this one here to keep from out of the rain. But the weather was good.
Yeah.
But whenever you use somebody else's stuff, it's not like having your own.
There you go.
But anyways, it was a great day, and I'm so appreciative for being here.
Yeah, it's always our pleasure, man. And Nico asked me a question. Nico, come over here. You're looking for something for your MG, and you want to do a shout out.
Yes, because
You want to go show them what you're looking for?
well,
Because some viewers out there might own an MG for some reason.
Yes,
And they might be
because-
able to help you out.
one of the most notorious things from the rims of this year is the trim rings like to come off, and
Show them,
I'm missing one on my
you want to give them a sample?
passenger side. So they're 13-inch trim rings, and my passenger side in the front, one of them came
This
off
car
on a
fits
drive
in this
up
trunk.
north.
Oh, I know. Did you see it flying away?
No, I did not.
Let me ask you, you can't find these trim rings anywhere?
I could find brand new, but I don't think it's worth buying brand new because they're a bit pricey, and also it's probably going to fall off
I
again.
gotta admit, they're pretty small.
You know why they fly off?
Yeah, why?
Because he takes the corners too fast.
Yeah, maybe you should slow down.
Take them off and
It's
put them in
not-
the passenger seat before
That's
you
the
drive.
way I used to use. Remember the Trans Am, the rally wheels? They
Yes.
had the chrome ring.
Yeah, very thin.
If I took a corner too fast.
Come on, eh?
Not that fast of a car. I mean, the 0 to 60 is 2.3 business days.
No, but taking the corner,
So
you,
if
can,
any-
you can still go fast around.
So it's a 72 MG midget. If anybody out there knows of any trim rings for sale, give us a call or an email to indieauto@videotron.ca for Nico on his little MG.
And of course, I get parked to the biggest car here.
Yeah, you know what? I think that car fits in the trunk of this Imperial.
Yeah, Nikolai has been very nice with me. I use his trunk for winter storage.
Yeah, this is one. Look, you're talking about a big car and a small car. You know, it's twice the size, man.
But
In every way, the width, the height, the length, it's too much. That's a 440 we built a few years ago, by the
and
way.
it's been in your favorite movie.
It is. That
You
is
can
crazy.
almost go right under.
Yeah, Nico, it's a pretty small car. And here we got a 69 Imperial. We did this 440 a few years back. And now we're working on a little flasher switch because they keep breaking all the time. But we're gonna get it fixed. You know, I think he located in a genuine piece, and we got to plan it in the future for Robert to replace it.
Nick, I've got to give a big thank you to Steve Shoemaker for his $10 super chat donation to the Straight Six Project.
Thank you, thank you. And I also want to thank a special thank you to Mopar Tom and his buddy Daniel, who's got a lot of knowledge with the Mopars, that helped me locate a actuator for the air grabber for Joe's blue Roadrunner that's in my shop. You know, we got everything done, and the only thing I couldn't locate, even in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, we kept looking for an actuator. And I also have 2 of them in my shop that did not work. I've sent them out to get it repaired. They're not going to be repaired for a while. So I want to thank Mopar Tom and Daniel. They've located me one, and it's going to be here next week, so we can put on the car, get it done, and finish it and deliver it to Joe to New York.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Nice going there, Mr. Mopar Tom. Miss you guys.
We had a great time in Carlisle.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? If I'm back in, if I'm in town next year in July, I'll do Carlisle again.
Sweet.
And there was another thing I wanted to say.
What was the
Oh, I just wanted to say, you guys, you want to stay tuned for Monday night's video. We had an engine testing, and something went wrong with something. But I'm not going to say. I want you guys to watch the video. You know, we did some dyno testing on an engine. I'm not going to say what it was. I'm not going to say what went wrong. You guys check out the video Monday night at 5 o'clock, and you guys take it from there, Eastern Standard Time.
Needless to say, Nick wasn't exactly happy.
I wasn't happy, let me tell you. I was not happy. But you know what? You guys stay tuned and watch it, and you tell me what you think.
Story's not over yet.
It's not over yet, so we're going to be back on the video on another one to finish off this one. Okay, Maverick?
That's it.
Okay.
I'm
What else?
eagerly anticipating Georgia 6.
I want to tell you something.
Oh, am I waiting for that one? And I'm sure a lot of our viewers are too.
That's right.
We got to let them know they're going to have to wait a little bit longer because the 6 is not priority here at the shop. Priority is, of course, the customer engines. They come first. Nick is short-handed on staff, so he does what he can with the time he's got.
Yeah, and you know what? There's quite a few engines coming in. We just got a Buick engine that just came in from 500 miles north of Toronto.
Wow.
I forgot what was the name of the town there?
Kappa's Casing.
That's right.
Kappa's
Wow.
Casing, oh.
Joel,
In the
Joel,
woods.
Wow.
Joel
I
and
know what it
Keith.
is.
That's it. They're way up there. They got a 70 Buick Stage 1 they were making, and they got the 455 Buick here. And I hope they're watching, Joel and Keith, that we looked at your cylinder heads, and the valves you got on the intake are 2-inch, when they should be a lot larger, like a 213 for 455. Now we're trying to make good power, but we have an issue there. But anyways, I'll contact you guys next week, and we'll get to it.
Another question that I've seen a couple of times tonight, Nick. They're looking for an update on the Black Charger.
The Black Charger, I spoke to CGA yesterday. They've got the underbelly, engine bay, trunk, inside the car painted.
They're
right.
putting down paint.
They did paint the underbelly and the trunk area, the engine bay. Also now they're painting they're adjusting they're painting the inside of the hood, the trunk, and the doors. So I can get that done, bolted in place, and then shoot the car one shot. And they also had the hood replaced. They also had the hood repaired. It was a rough hood, but I couldn't find a 70 hood. They do not reproduce the 70 hood.
Practically had to rebuild the whole front half.
Yes,
of that
they
hood.
did. They did.
Not even AMD?
No, AMD does not make a 70 hood.
Nope.
Wow.
And no
They
front
don't.
Fenders.
Not even the front fenders. So what George had to do in Costa, they repaired both fenders and the hood to finish off the car. Yeah. So I should have it here very soon. So Stefan, if you're watching, it's gonna come here soon.
We keep saying soon, but it's
I
for real.
know.
It's
But
for
the
real. The
question
paint is going on now.
I know.
It's gotta be close.
And I want to tell the viewers, the question is, the car is not in my hands. Even Stefan is asking me, Nick, just get the car in your shop and I'll be more than happy. Yeah. Then we could give updates every week.
In George's defense, he has a very long career, and he calls that car the hardest one he's ever had to do.
Yeah, you know, you can't blame him, you know, like he's got other cars to do, but you got to give him credit. It's a big job. You know, like a lot of people turn down jobs like this. A lot of people.
Well, look.
So I was lucky to get in the door and get it done. So now we're almost done. Let's not give up. Let's finish it off.
We could see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's right.
Another reason why 69, 70 Charger parts are hard to find is, you know, Dukes of Hazzard chewed up so many cars.
Yeah,
They're still doing it. I saw them jumping another one.
Yeah,
this
I
week.
know,
on a drag strip, eh?
It's just
Yeah.
terrible.
So, you know,
It is.
Breaking them.
So people that would have wanted to have parts to rebuild these cars, they're all demolished because of that. You know, it's been how many years since people have been doing those jumps?
Hey, do you?
I gotta just throw in a quick thank you to the Bandit with a super chat.
Hey, Bandit!
Bandit.
He loves the dart. He loves the dynamic duo. He
They
loves
call him the man.
Wait.
He loves Maverick, Mr. Burnout.
Maverick.
I also want to mention Ed Grant with greetings from Port Orange, Florida, and a $10 super chat. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed.
How did he make
Thank
out
you, Ed.
with the weather?
I hope Ed stayed dry. We had some wet basements here in Montreal. You okay,
Yeah.
Ed, with the weather?
Yeah, because I was told it was pretty bad down there.
Where?
The hurricane.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Area.
Well, what happened here when I was in Europe?
Oh, it was terrible.
I heard a lot of basements were flooded.
Absolutely. It
There
was
were there were man-made, well, nature-made swimming pools everywhere.
Oh.
Everywhere.
Oh, and I missed it all.
And then as soon as the storm dried out, we had a huge water main break downtown, which flooded the whole East End.
That's Montreal
It
for
was a
you.
terrible mess. There's
That's Montreal.
Joel Jenkins with a $20 super chat. They're
Hello,
pouring
Joel.
in.
Thank you, Joel.
Good evening, guys. Nice to see everybody. Just a heads up, when I come to visit next year, I'll bring the Ram 1500 Laramie pickup.
Ah.
He bought last week. Whoa, very nice. Joel.
Congratulations.
That's
Yeah.
a nice way to start his
And to
retirement.
add insult to injury, last week I was getting ready. I was in the car. Mopar Fest. Let's go.
Did you go?
Look, I got in the car and then I said, let me check the weather. They had like enormous, like 200 millimeters of rain.
Are you kidding me, man?
Unbelievable.
So you didn't go?
No, I turned around.
I'm pretty sure the site would have been flooded or
There's
at
not
least
too many
mushy.
people.
Speaking of rain, we were mentioning the sauce. The official launch is going to be Monday at Patate 2000. He
That's
tried to
right.
do it a couple of weeks ago, but got rained out.
That's right.
So they're doing it again Monday.
Okay, Monday night we're going to be at the Patat 2000. It's going to be a car show, and they're going to, of course, promote the sauce. And of
Sauce
course,
for everybody.
Yum,
That's
yum,
it.
yum, yum. I'm waiting.
I'm going there for poutine anyways. I love
They
it.
should fill up a kiddie pool with the sauce and we can float around in it. Oh,
You're going to bring your bread, then you're going to be dunking
yeah, I'll
it.
be dunking in everybody's sauce.
Yeah,
What
there
I
you go.
can't
You know,
wait for is to go see Vince.
You know, I went to Europe in Greece. You think you could find a poutine there?
No
Ain't
way.
no
They don't
poutine
even
there.
know what it is.
Where Nick got this fabulous tan.
And you know, I get black even though,
Look at
even
that.
though,
Look at the contrast.
There's Montreal versus Greece.
yeah. And you know what the trick is? Stay out of the sun.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
telling
it's
you.
too- it's too hot.
And I put no creams on whatsoever.
Well, when we were at Carlisle, it was starting to hit me.
Yeah, Carlisle. Yeah, you know what? I got a little tan in Carlisle before we went to Greece.
But next year when we go to Carlisle, I want George there with us.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you will.
I'm always stuck at home editing, but
Ah,
Nick
that's
is
okay.
taking me to a very special car show in a few weeks.
Yes,
Thank you
we're
for that.
going. Yes, coming
Wow.
as speaking of the book Vanishing Point Forever. You guys can get it. It's online, and it's only $50 US. It's a fabulous book, hardcover. It's got everything about the movie, the car, the producer, director, everything. Barry Newman, the car, and it's even got a photograph of my plate in that book. And of course, and now he's having a special event this coming September, which is in a few weeks. We don't call it a car show, we call it the event. And this is something very special. You don't just walk in or drive in.
Yeah.
You have to be invited.
I guess.
You know, this is like a caviar and, champagne. It's not any car show.
They call it invitational.
And you know, Bob has done a book sign off in LA 6-7 weeks ago. Then a month ago, he did a book sign off on the movie Kowalski, the book on Vanishing Point Forever. He did one in Paris, France,
Wow.
just before I went to Europe.
The one
And
in
it's,
New York was at the Museum of Modern Art.
yes, we did that last year in January. We went to see the movie on the big screen, okay, in New York City. I was there with my wife.
So did Paris, France coincide with the Olympics? The book signing?
It was
No, it was just before the Olympics. I think it was
before the
just before the
Olympics.
Olympics. And right now for next month, it's going to be on his golf course, Bridgehampton. And
Where
now,
you're gonna be.
and of course, our car is going to be on display there with the book and doing book
That's
sign off. And this time, I'm going to be present with him. So it's going to be a special event.
special.
That's going to be the events of events.
And of course, George is going to be with us, and we're going to take pictures and video on this,
Nice.
so the whole view, all our viewers can see it. And of course, my car is going to be there. He loves my car. Apparently, it's, like I said earlier, I think it's the best Tribute Kawasaki Challenger in the world.
There
and it's
isn't
hard
a
to
car
beat.
like it. It's world
Didn't you
class.
build him one?
Period.
I did not build him one yet. We're still working on something on that. And now I've got the Houndstooth interior.
Yes.
Now I got the finished touch, and I finally got it after 2 years waiting for it.
Yes.
And of course, I got the auto parts driver's mirror. Not a Camaro mirror, it's an auto parts mirror. And of course, I've got all the merchandise, or should I, not the merchandise, what I call all the
Collectibles.
collectibles I bought from Neil in South Carolina. So he's been saving it for 30 years, and I bought all that. I got the
Memorabilia.
car. Memorabilia, that's the word I wanted to use. I've got all the memorabilia, and I have it all.
Yeah. Did you
I got the
feedback-
car.
Did you get feedback about the auto
are
parts
diving into my
mirror
eyes.
from our viewers? What did you guys think about that?
Well, you know what?
auto
We'll,
parts
we'll
mirror.
show it off, and we did a video on that. I did a
Yeah, we
video.
asked them.
Yes, we did a video on just the mirror installation, George.
Yes, sir.
I don't know which video it is. You know, we got over 500 videos. I don't know which one it is.
We asked them which one they preferred, and almost everybody liked the way it looked in the movie.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
know what? Nobody gets that detail right except Nick. Nobody got that detail right.
Yeah. Well,
Because I've seen so many tributes, Kowalski tributes, and nobody had that mirror.
and you know what? You see the way I drive it?
Yes, I know.
I even offered the keys to Bob. Drive it any way you wish.
Yeah.
That's what it's built for, no?
That's right. That's
Got a
right.
Hemi 4-speed. It's got a Dana. What? Yeah, come on, you know.
It's got it all.
It's got it all.
It's got it all.
Just
And
to
you
let
know,
Mr. Nick, we just passed the halfway mark in the show. If there's anything else you'd like to show us.
I wanted to
we
talk
kinda
about
stalled it.
Facebook. I just want to mention we also have viewers in Scotland. I've got the traveling hat. I've got a baseball cap, Nick's Garage, signed by me. It's a great cap. It's somewhere in Scotland, and sometime next week, we're not going to tell you exactly where it's going to be in Scotland. We're going to give away my cap. So we're going to give the location in coming up on our Facebook, and if you guys find it, it's yours.
If you've been watching our Facebook, you've seen it's been in Greece recently, but now it's about to travel to Scotland.
Right?
And we're going to be giving clues, and
Well,
then a
that's-
final really good clue where you can find the hat and have it for yourself.
And then you can keep it.
And
I
it's a
know.
one-of-a-kind hat. This
It
is a
is.
custom one you had made.
Yes, this is the one that's been photographed all the time. This is the one I brought to Greece just to have it for this. And now it's going to be left in Scotland sometime next week. And the lucky man, whoever finds it, person can keep it.
There you go. It
Nice.
says, "Where's Waldo?" but with a hat.
That is that is cool, man. That is
Talk
cool.
about what a beautiful treasure hunt.
It is.
Yeah, treasure hunt.
It is. We have it now. We traveled all over Greece, and now it's in somewhere in Scotland. Now it's traveling in Scotland, and we're going to give the whereabouts in the future coming up on Facebook.
And there's Tucson Bubba with $5 for the gas fund.
Thank you.
Bubba.
Bubba, I like that.
Baba,
You know what I'm looking forward to?
what?
The drive to go see Vince.
Vince, yeah, those NOS blocks,
Yeah.
short, engine assemblies, I should say.
Yep.
I got to make time. I just got back from Europe, and I came back to a full shop. I don't know where it gets. I just want to mention that right now, and I've got to catch up.
Yeah.
But I just want to say something with my experience in Greece. I went to Athena, rent a car,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I'm trying to get a rent a car, and then this guy pops up, a bodybuilder
Yeah.
named George.
John.
John
John. John
Katsampas.
That's right.
The one.
That's right. And he comes out and he goes, "Hey, Nick, I see you on YouTube." I said, "Hey, that's cool. Where are you from?" He said he's from Montreal.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Oh, it's Big Buzz." I told him, "What are you?" He goes, "I'm a bodybuilder."
Yeah.
And we sat there talking for about half an hour or so, and he was waiting for a car. I was waiting for a car. And there he is.
One
And
makes muscle cars, one makes muscles.
That's right. And apparently your son follows him.
Yes, he does.
Nice.
Very
What a
cool.
small world, eh?
Small world.
Then not only that, I went through the airport when I landed in Athens.
Yeah.
I was walking through the corridor in the airport, and somebody pops up and goes, "Hey, Nick, how you doing?" I looked around. I go, "Who's calling me here?" It was a guy from Toronto.
Wow.
Now lives in Kalamata, Greece.
Lucky guy.
Lucky
Lucky
guy.
guy.
He's been there for 3 years. He noticed me. He recognized me right away. And I asked him, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "Now I have a company. I rent out cars. I'm in Kalamata."
Yeah.
And he's been living there for 3 years.
Okay.
He hates the winters, so I don't blame him one bit.
You know, that's the Achilles heel here.
And let me tell you, I was there for 2 weeks. It didn't rain once.
No, of course, that's a
We have fires. Yes.
my God.
Rain? No.
The winter kills all the snakes and bugs, though.
Yeah. Well,
You're right about that.
yeah, I'd still prefer hot
Well,
weather.
the fires in Greece kill all the snakes
Yeah,
and bugs.
that's true. And then, had a good time. I've been to, I just want to talk about airports. Yes, I wanted to say this because
Okay.
I got very, very disappointed.
Listen up.
I've been to LaGuardia Airport.
Yes.
Beautiful layout.
Yep.
When you leave the airport, it's nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
You get all kinds of lineup of cabs, and let's just say you come out, you need a cab, you get it within minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
You go outside, it's a very clean road, 4 lanes. You got room. Everybody gets in the cab within minutes.
Okay.
And we are talking
You're
about
on
a
your
lot of
way.
people. In Athens, same thing. 4 lanes, all yellow cabs. You get a cab right away, you're gone within minutes.
Okay.
I came to Montreal I've never seen. It's a dirty airport. I'm sorry. It stunk. The lineup to get a cab, and now we're 45 minutes, and this is what we went through, like zigzag for hundreds of yards to get a cab.
Yeah.
Then when you get into the cab, just before you step in the cab, it's 2 lanes, but 1 lane is a buster parked with nobody there, and then all the cabs are trying to go in one by one in 1 lane to get all the people in there. You think that's a pleasure?
No, absolutely not.
1 hour and 45 minutes.
An hour and 45 minutes. So you know what I think of the Montreal airport, eh?
Maverick taxi service.
You know what? If I would have known better, I would have called you guys. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
This is ridiculous. You come to an airport and you spend an hour and three-quarters of an hour, like an hour and 45 minutes.
That's
Listen up, Montreal, and we're
Yeah.
supposed to be a tourist city. We welcome visitors from all over to that airport, and this is the first thing they get in our city. Not good enough.
Not good enough. It's disgusting. You know, you come out of the airport and you see pylons everywhere. And a year later, I'm sorry, a year before that, again, pylons.
Same
It never
thing.
gets done.
I think the pylons make babies.
I don't know, man.
It's in the newspaper every summer. People give up on their taxis and walk the last little half
Yeah.
a mile to the airport
It
because they
happened
get
not too
so
long
fed
ago.
up with the traffic.
Yeah, it's true. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
We had one visitor about a month ago. I was here, and the person came from Connecticut to visit us at the shop to visit Nick. And the person turned around and said, "What's with the traffic in Montreal?" He came on a Friday around 11, 12 o'clock. You know, and he was like,
The worst.
"Nick, what's going on with the traffic?" And, you know,
12
they left after a while, but they.
It was sick.
Friday mayhem. It's
Oh,
crazy.
come on, man.
It's crazy.
You know,
Nick, speaking of your Greek trip, Dana Wick just gave us a super chat and asked, "Did you work on the Corvette when you were there?" He remembers.
Oh,
from
yeah.
last
matter of fact, I spoke to the owners. I was there. I was with them. Did I work on the vet? Well, I was supposed to work on the vet, but the owner felt guilty for me to open the container. We had all the parts there to work on the car. He goes, "Nick, you're not here to work on the car." I said, "Yeah, let me do it." And he goes, "No, Nick, leave it. Enjoy your time with your family on the beach." So he wouldn't open the container for me. He goes, "No, I ain't gonna open it up." So we left it at that. And then he brought out the beers, and you know what? Let's have a good time. That's what happened.
Cafe Neo.
Cafe
Beers,
Neo,
Ozaki,
beers, you know.
Speaking of the airports, Montreal, take notes if you ever go to Tampa Airport,
Okay,
because I used to live down in Tampa Bay area.
okay.
But if you ever go to Tampa Airport, it is such a pleasure to in and out of there.
Yeah, but don't. Listen. I've been.
Orlando too.
Yeah, I've been.
Montreal, take notes.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've been to a lot of airports, but
know.
Montreal sucks.
I know.
It sucks.
Yeah, but they had a beautiful airport.
Mirabel. Mirabel. Then why did they shut it down?
I don't
It's
know.
just too far away from downtown. That's what everybody said. And
well.
too far away from the South Shore.
But still,
every
man.
airport I've been to, LAX,
Yeah,
New York, they're all outside. They're
That's
not
right.
in the city.
Dorval is too small. Period.
There
It's
would
too
be
small.
nobody complaining about airplanes over there.
I know. You know what? That ruined my trip. Anyways, forget it. I think they should tear down the airport and make it completely different. That's all I could say.
Yeah,
It is. It's,
we had a
it's
nice
bad.
airport.
It is. It's not. It's not organized one bit.
Wow, the super chat's just pouring in. Pat S with $20 and no comment. Thank
Shall
you,
we?
Pat.
Shall we read some chats? What do you think?
That's what I was gonna.
What else have I done? Well, I got here this week. Well, I came in on Tuesday night, so I started. I'm only here my 3rd day this week.
Yeah.
So,
We enjoy reading chats. That's a highlight. We haven't done that in a
oh,
while.
I just also want to mention I met Theo. Oh yes, I wanted to say I met Theo, who's come here at Christmas
Yes,
from
yes,
Athens,
yes.
Greece. Athens, Greece, and he helped me work on George's Impala
Yes.
to replace the cam. He spent a couple of nights with me here,
Yes.
and I even went to see him to work and see his L88 Nova. Now this guy has NOS stuff, intake, camshaft. He was showing me all the boxes. I took a few pictures of the part numbers, and he bought them from a guy.
There's George.
He bought them. He bought them from a. Okay, you think he's gonna kick it? I don't think he's gonna
Gonna
kick it.
melt another clutch.
Oh, maybe. Let's see. Let's see.
As long as
Let's
he
see.
doesn't do it near
He's
my
gonna
car,
kick
we're
it.
good.
Just be careful if he does. You never know with this particular driver, folks.
Let's see. He hit the rev limiter. Hey, he hit the rev limiter. Hey,
Thank God he's got one.
he got the first gear. He got it in first gear. He's good. He's good.
You need
It's
a
good.
fist pump for that one, George.
Oh, you gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit. Anyways, let's go on in. Let's go.
go read
I'm
some
gonna.
chats.
I'm gonna go. Do we have a lot of chats on the?
have been pouring in, mostly about what we're talking about.
Yeah?
Oh, there goes Leo and it's super cool.
Oh my God, the Concorde. Whoa.
That's all Daryl's fault.
Microphone.
I don't want to get run over.
Hey Leo, does this one do burnouts?
Yes, it does do burnouts.
Oh my goodness, are you going to?
You want to do a burnout?
I just, no, don't do a burnout.
A little one.
I just
small
wanted to say that Leo came here today. He's not working today, so he came to work on the on his Concorde
Yeah.
because he wanted to try the lift outside on the shop, which is right there in the back. So he had the pleasure because it didn't rain today.
That's it. It was great.
So what was the? Did you like the pleasure working outside on the
Yeah,
lift?
it was great.
That's
I did,
That's European style and California
that's it.
style.
There you go,
Tell
yeah.
that to our viewers.
That's rare, man. That's
So
rare.
did you get your car fixed?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
good.
You
So
want to do a
we're-
little burnout?
You want to do a burnout? You sure you want to do a
One-wheel
burnout?
peel. It's a one-wheel peel.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want you to break anything,
I
right?
won't break. I won't
You
break.
sure?
I changed the U-joints.
You did?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, George, he wants to make a little burnout.
Come on, look at these hubcaps. I love it.
They're
I
genuine.
don't know which way it's gonna spin.
Which wheel is going to
I don't
spin?
know.
If you run it too much, maybe that hubcap will spin off.
Don't break it now. I know if you got good traction, you ain't going to spin that easy, buddy.
Changed his mind.
Get 5 people, pick up the back.
It's a 6-cylinder.
Yeah, I did it the other day.
You did it the other day?
Today it was raining.
I tell you what you need. You need some water on the ground.
I know. I'm gonna kill it.
Listen, Leo, don't kill it.
Don't break it.
Don't break it.
It
Just
looks
park
too
it.
nice.
Don't break it. Just park
What's
it.
the charger? I would do it.
And you know, it's Leo. It's only a
That's it.
6-cylinder.
It's a 6.
Okay, so don't worry about
It's
it.
got the most comfortable seats you ever sat in.
Oh, that's the way they build them those
Oh,
days.
look, see how it just
Look how
drive
smooth it
and
is.
it just
Rock
and-
steady. Make him an offer, folks.
that's it.
You know, you overhauled the 6-cylinder.
Yeah, I rebuilt the 6. Some bushings, things like that, motor mounts. It drives great, you know.
Good for you, buddy.
Good car. It's a good
for
car.
you. It is a good car, and you don't want to sell it.
But I don't want to sell it, but if there's always a price.
But let me
Right.
tell you something else. He prefers to drive this over the
Yes.
Mazda. Am I right?
Absolutely, yes.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yes.
He
I'd rather-
prefers to drive this Concorde. I don't
Yeah.
blame you, man. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%.
Over the Mazda, yeah.
Yeah.
This is more like, you know, you take your time with this. You go 95 kilometers
It's
an
a
hour.
it's a cruiser.
That's it, 50 miles an hour, and you just,
Enjoy it, man.
that's it.
I love it.
I'll go park it and I'll
Park
stick
it,
around.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a
Stick
little
around.
Chrysler Cadillac.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
And and I want to say something else. Okay. Speaking of 6-cylinders, yes, people, a lot of us, or should I say, a lot of our viewers are asking about George's 6-cylinder on the 64 Bel Air. Yes, we're going to start working on it this winter because we got a lot of clients I want to catch up on. I know you guys have given donations. We want to thank you very much on this.
You
on
don't
this.
have to keep doing it, folks.
Yes, and you know, we are going to get started working on it within a couple of months or so because I just want to get some of the customers' engines out first. I know I got my full 40 to build, I got George's 6-cylinder to build, and I want to get them done as hopefully this
You
winter.
still didn't bring that block.
I know I got to bring my block to you to start working on the original motor to the Kawasaki. I know you did the one for George. George, I got to balance the crank and get the pistons fitted. We got those done. So I want to thank our viewers for, you know, supporting us on this engine build for George.
Generous. It's incredible how they jumped on board.
I know. So don't worry, guys. We will get to them very soon.
Yeah, and please don't feel like you have to keep giving every week just because we're not seeing any action on it.
There you go.
Put your wallets away.
No, it's a testament of
Listen.
you have the best viewers on the planet.
Look, I might have a few engines coming in. I've got, listen, I've got a few. I didn't finish telling about Theo with his Nova in Athens, Greece.
Okay.
Unreal, man.
The 73 Nova.
The guy has a 3-car garage. Okay, we have a small video coming up on that. Hey, George,
Yep, you shot a little bit while you were there. We're gonna see
there'll be a video on that. And he started the car. He made, you know, working in Greece, you don't find a cross member that he was missing for the Nova. So he made one. He made the exhaust system. He put the engine together all by himself. And this guy,
Good for him.
I went to see the shop in his house. He's a passionate guy in the American muscle cars. You think I'm crazy? You got to meet this guy in Athens.
Well, we met
But-
him here.
And he's
How do
asking
you
me.
even find all this space to work?
I
on
don't
this?
know, man. He's in Pira, just outside of Athens.
Yeah.
But the 3-car garage, it's tight, but that's his building with his mother. And the house is upstairs. And that's where he works with his car.
Some of those Greek houses, the whole house is the size of a new.
Yes. And anyways, he's there, and I can't believe the passion he has for these cars. You know, when we worked on the Impala one night here with George and Manny, we were working on replacing the cams. You know, the cam was wiped out on the 66 Impala. Then we ended up putting another cam, wiped out that one too. Then eventually at the end, we took out the engine, we went with the roller cam. So that's it. So I gotta admit, that guy, another passionate guy in the American muscle cars. And I went into his house, in his kitchen, he had pictures of all American muscle cars. I couldn't believe it. Crazy. Anyways, what can you do? So, do we answer some chats?
If you feel like it, Nick.
Or is it going to drop on the views, George?
We always drop a little bit in the views when we start going to the chats, but I think people, if they've got questions, this is their chance to ask them.
And how many are watching?
I could also read them right off the screen. Right now, we've got 475 people with us, according to my counter.
And what's the questions? Maybe you can answer. I mean, you can shoot them here.
Okay, I'll call them as I see them. Here we go. First question I see on the screen, I will read to Nick. Right now, people are talking about something else. 44, yes, they did. Rampage, what are they talking about? Dodge didn't make an El Camino. Oh, I see. They're talking about Dodge El Caminos in the chat right now.
Okay.
Oh, the Rampage, that was a front-wheel drive.
Yeah, a little
Shelby or something.
Yeah.
K-car pickup.
They were little Japanese cars.
Yeah,
There's
K-car
Keith.
pickup.
Yeah.
Keith from Nebraska chiming in. Hey, Keith.
Hello, Keith.
Is Chevy coming out with the EI Camaro again? Or, sorry, the El Camino again?
Well, I just want to tell also Greg, his LS6 is getting dropped off here coming Monday in a few days. That's tied up with FedEx. There's another engine, apparently a big block Pontiac 421 coming from Alabama. And we might have another engine or a car coming in from New York, 71 Hemi Cuda.
Oh, nice.
We've got, then I got Mike from New York with his daughter's car from Texas on a Hemi Satellite, I don't remember, Coronet.
Daughter's car.
Yeah, his daughter's car. To bring it to Texas, something to do with the oil pan or whatever. Okay. So anyways, keep watching us on our channel. You'll be updated with everything we do in our shop.
I got to say thanks to Joel Jenkins, who sent another super chat and says, but George, you deserve it for your straight six fun. And meanwhile, the first question came in. They want to know what's in the engine room. What are you building right now?
Right now, in the engine room, I've got 3 Hemis, which I have not touched. One of them is my brother's for the NHRA. He's waiting on a couple of pieces, so I haven't touched it. Then I got the other engine that belongs to Mike from Pennsylvania. That's a winter project, which I haven't touched yet. I did, but I haven't touched it this week. And also the other one that belongs to Richard, which you're building a full 40 6-pack. That's for another car. That's for the same owner. That's another one. And that's it. But this week we worked on a couple of things on Bob's Duster, 1972 from Toronto. The seats came in yesterday. We had them installed today with Robert. And I have to work on the putting on the stripes, which are next, the white stripes. We got to put the side stripes on the Duster. But there was, I have to send out the car next week for a wheel alignment because we put a Bergersen steering box on it. So we got to do the alignment. And after that, I'm going to put the stripes on it. And of course, paint the air cleaner. Now we're decided to paint it, put new decals.
Yeah, of course.
And then after that, take it for a drive like you stole it and put it on video. If Bob gives me permission to drive it the way I want it, it is a 4-speed Duster, matching number. And this is the engine we took to $6,000 on the dyno quite a few times.
Yeah.
So that'll be a future video. Stay tuned. That is the Richard Petty Blue Duster in my shop, 1972.
I'm curious to see how that Bob K cam runs.
That's what it is. It's a Bob K cam
It runs on the
from
street.
Michigan in that 340. And now we've got another 340 that belongs to Tom and Cindy from Florida, which is in the crate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Yes.
we are going to put it on the dyno and run it before we take it apart. So this is going to be an engine before and after. So Tom and Cindy, we're going to try to plan this engine on the dyno very soon.
We met them in Carlisle too. Very nice
Yes,
people.
yes. And they're the ones that bought the pizza for us.
That's right.
So I want to give them a big thank you on that.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, the big pizza. That was good pizza.
Yeah,
And I'm glad that because he asked me, should I dyno before? I said, well, you're going to have it as a,
Before and after.
Before and after in your files.
Well, yeah, he's going to come down here. We're going to talk about it, and we'll take
Yeah.
it from there. Yeah. So here we
As
go.
we come up to an hour, should we go in the beautiful shop instead of standing here in the
Let's go. Let's see. Well, let's see what's in the shop. Go.
I just saw a note from Jason Rock who said hello and his mom is watching with him. They want to know if you got a chance to put her flag up yet.
Which flag? I got.
Jason's mom's flag. You remember she gave us a flag?
Yeah, you know what?
I think it's still in the box.
It is with the other flags, but the problem is I gotta make space. I gotta make time.
We need a bigger shop.
I know the thing is I don't want to block windows, heaters, or lights. So it's getting tight. If you guys take a good look right here, what's going on?
It's pretty loaded.
Here, I'm just gonna open up the lights. You get a better view. Nick, I want to say hello to you.
Nice to meet
And
you.
Bandit says hello to you, Manny.
Bandit, how are you, buddy?
Who
I'm
loves
back.
you, baby?
And I just now,
We love you, man.
and I wanted to say that, you know, we got so many flags up here, you guys. I don't know where I'm going to put. I've got another 67, 68
find a
flags
place.
in my office to put up.
That's
you
it?
guys, yeah. You tell me where we're going to put them.
Well, you have space there. You have.
Give me
No,
a minute.
we got heaters,
Give me
we
a-
got lights, we got windows. We got to be very
Give me a
careful.
lift.
Here,
Give me a few minutes.
give me a sec. Give me a sec. Here, let me open up. Let me open up the lights. There are flags everywhere. Where did Ross go? Oh, he's right there. Okay.
Did you see his car?
Yeah, it's a nice car.
Yes.
I got the Charger, 67 Charger. Oh, I just want to say something to Martin with the Coronet from Ontario. We started changing the lower bushings, upper bushings on the control arm.
We put Ross to work today.
Ross was working on this with me today. I got to thank Ross from Windsor. And, you know, a lot of guys don't want to touch the lower bushings on the control arms because you got to remove the strut rod, sway bar, lower control arm, then remove the lower bushing, put it back all together, fresh fit, and of course the upper control arm. But everything was shot. And he told me, Nick, the car rides sloppy on the steering.
And now?
Well, now there's another question. He wants me to detail the engine, but I forgot to ask Martin. I don't know if Martin's watching right now.
Martin, are you watching?
Martin, do you want us to paint the engine bay? Which I forgot to ask him. So, but the engine is in it's a very dirty look engine. He wants it to be detailed. So there's a lot of work to be done.
Get the scrub brush.
Well, if he's getting a detailed engine, I guess he should detail the engine bay.
Yes. So, oh yeah, this is what I want Robert to do with me tomorrow. Manny,
steering
we
column?
have to remove the ugly shifter, a B&M ugly shifter. It's an automatic. This is a 4-speed car. We're going back to 4-speed. We have the transmission. We have everything ready. We're going to remove the console. I need to know what to order to put it into detailed and also put the console back to 4-speed. If you look at it closer, look at that red cable. See that red cable?
No.
That's a B&M shifter.
No.
And look, the 4-speed car. Look at the floor pan. It's
I
all
see it.
4-speed.
So we're putting a 4-speed in.
Yeah, back to the original 4-speed. It is a U-code car, 440.
Pistol grip?
Pistol grip,
Martin,
yes.
you need
It is.
pistol grip.
Yes, it is a pistol grip car.
Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow, if you want to rip apart the console,
Okay.
and I'll talk to Martin tomorrow and see if he wants us to paint the engine bay, and we'll take it from there.
Martin, do it.
Yeah.
It's the only way to go.
That's
There's
right.
two things that I asked for out of Mopar.
see it from here.
One at a time.
There's two things that I asked for out of a Mopar.
What's that?
A distributor in the front
Yes.
and a 4-speed in the car between the seats.
And
That's
a
all I asked.
Panaritas in the driver's seat.
With a,
That
wait,
always helps.
And being a 70, that would be a pistol grip.
Perfect. Saying. Oh, Nick, by the way,
Yes.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Those carburetors
Yes.
are attached. They're set up. The linkages are good.
Okay.
So there's a certain Eugene gentleman that's going to be quite happy.
And I was
Coming
telling
up
my
next
viewers, stay tuned for Monday night.
Oh, you're going to love this, guys. You see the smile on my face? It's there for a reason.
Anyways, you know what? It's very disappointing. You come back from vacation, you start running an engine on the dyno, and something goes wrong. I mean, one
fixed
more,
it.
you know,
But I fixed it.
okay, you fixed it, but I couldn't finish the video. So you guys, Monday night, stay tuned and take it from there. And then, of course, we're going to continue with an update on it. I don't want to say what it is. I want our viewers to take it from there.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, enjoy the ride, yeah. And what else is there?
That's
Okay,
rolling over an hour for us, Nick.
Okay,
Had a good full show.
I also wanted to mention, of course, the Kawasaki car is going for the special event in New York coming in mid-September.
Thanks for the detailing, Jimmy.
Yes, wait, Jimmy's going to do it again because it got dusty again. So we got to prepare that.
Keep 'em
Now,
busy.
now I feel a lot more comfortable with the houndstooth interior. God, 2 years I waited for that. 2 years. Anyways, it's in the car now. Houndstooth. This is a Kowalski Challenger replica, and I believe it's the best one in the world.
I imagine.
And
it is.
anybody, if
It's in the
anybody,
book and everything.
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What you tell us about?
And I've bought all the memorabilia here. You know that I bought all the memorabilia from a guy named Neil from South Carolina. If you look inside my trunk, if you look right here, see all these, see that right there? There's light right here, look, right here. There's about 10 posters here. There's a whole bunch of posters on the other side. There's a lot of memorabilia upstairs in my office and a trunk full in my car. This is all bought from one guy that's been saving this for over 30 years. And he's got the glove box compartment signed by Barry Newman in 1999. And it's a story behind the way he got the glove box signed by Barry Newman. So it's another story and a half. But just to tell you, I bought it all. It suits my car. And now being with the event in New York, I think it's a special car.
He did a beautiful job collecting all that stuff that you would never have the time to
That's-
go and find on your own.
That's
No,
what I
that-
was
that
gonna
is right.
mention.
That's
Neil-
right. Very
Neil
lucky.
actually, when
By the
we
way-
went down there, I met him, and it's like this gentleman spent a lifetime collecting this memorabilia. It's like, and he wouldn't just give it to anybody. He didn't put it up for auction. He looked for Nick specifically to try and get him to show him what he had to see if there was any interest. And Nick, you should have seen his eyes pop. It's like, whoo, like a kid in a candy store. He was on it, and it's like,
wanted
yes.
No
He-
negotiations, eh? Just
I
but
just,
he
I
wasn't-
gave him
he
his
wasn't being
price.
difficult, and he wasn't. You know what? I think it's because it was you. He said, you know what? He deserves to be with that car.
Exactly.
And
You're a
that's
very
why.
lucky guy.
And you know what you have in common with Neil?
What's that?
And I noticed today when you brought it up. Remember what he said when he opened the fridge? He said, what did Barry Newman drink when he went to pick up the Challenger? A Coca-Cola.
That's right.
So this is the best part. I'm not going to say, you opened the fridge, what do you think he had?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. And what do you like?
Coke, baby.
Coca-Cola should pay us for talking about this
Yeah, they
stuff.
probably will, though. You're a lucky guy, Nick, and you inspire people like me. Even
There
though
you-
I'm a few years younger than you, but I'll catch up. Don't worry.
Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good. Let me tell you. Yeah, and by the way, that was a trip and a half, eh?
Oh yeah.
You know, he wanted to send him the money and send us the memorabilia. So Manny and I decided, no, let's take a trip, go down there, meet him in person, put it all out, take pictures, and bring it home, which we did. And then the best part was, we told the honest truth
To the customs
at the
agent?
customs
Oh, man.
what we paid for it, and they didn't believe it. We were talking.
They came out to
We
the
were
vehicle.
talking thousands of dollars, and they'd go,
Really?
how do you know? How do we know you paid that much? I said, you guys, it's papers, it's posters. You can't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
But the guys were nice. Finally, they
No.
understood that, you know what, there's some sort of history behind this stuff.
Yeah, but
and
they didn't
that
know
there's
that.
some sort of value, and they said, you know what, that's okay.
Yeah, but
they let us go.
I know.
You can't put a price on everything.
No, you can't. And honestly,
Yeah.
this is what the guy asked for.
I
This
had
is what
proof
we
too.
paid.
I had proof.
Yeah, and you know what? They were fair, Nick. It was just
No,
funny
I'm
to
not.
watch them struggle.
I'm not arguing. It's
was-
the point. I think they were saying, look, I paid a lot of money for all that.
like, why
And the guy
so
expected me
much?
to pay. He thought maybe I was trying to hide the price. I said, buddy, that's a lot of money. What are you talking about? We bought
right.
paper here.
But he also does like you. He collected all the information. Got
Yes,
the right part.
yes,
He
yes.
spent years probably getting the information, getting it perfect.
But tell that to the customs.
Well, you can't tell them
Anyways,
anything.
but you know what? We had no issues. Everything was
No,
good.
no, that's cool.
But it's
That's
the way
thing, eh?
it's the way he said it when he said it to me. Oh yeah, you have proof you paid that much? I said, my God, I'm telling you big numbers here. Anyways,
And thank you to the customs agents for helping us out and not creating too much of a stink. We really appreciate it, guys. We appreciate the work you guys do. So it's like I have to shout out.
I
give a
paid the
shout out.
duties.
We did. We did.
And we're made in America.
That's right.
USA.
So it's all good.
It's all good. We got it here. It's all stashed up in my office, in my car, and right behind me, underneath Eugene's Charger.
Yes, George.
Dana Wick with a $20 super chat who said he found the houndstooth material in the U.S. for his '62 Carmen Ghia.
Wow.
Very cool.
Well, I got it in my car now. Let me tell you.
Sweet little Volkswagen.
And you're
One
gonna,
of the nicest ones. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that one has quite a following.
Yeah.
Here's a weird little piece of
Tidbit?
what's the
A tidbit?
a tidbit of information. The gentleman who painted my car, my big yellow Chevy, had a Carmen Ghia car that he was working on at the very same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was parked right next to it while I was working on my
But
shed.
he didn't have it in line 6, did he?
He was hot rodding that Carmen Ghia. He'd shaved it, he'd taken off all the door handles, he'd lowered it, he'd taken off the bumpers. It looked hot.
What color?
It wasn't painted yet. That's why it was in the body shop.
I think that one's like a battleship gray, if I'm not mistaken. I think
I've
I
seen
saw
it
one
around.
that's been, yeah.
He did a lot of work on it.
I just want to say one more time, we got viewers in Scotland. You guys, look out for that traveling cap.
Yeah,
You guys,
sign
you
up
find
for our
it.
Facebook.
We'll keep you up to date on Facebook. And you guys, when you get it, it's yours. And by the way,
Nick's Garage and Engine Dyno on
that,
Facebook.
that is correct. So I signed it, and whoever finds it, it's yours.
And when we hit 1 million subscribers, maybe we'll have a better prize than a hat. Maybe we could hide a Challenger somewhere. But for
And
now, it's a hat.
and shoot your line there, Manny.
Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs nothing, and it just, adds to our viewing content.
There it is.
And drop a comment, and then start a second YouTube channel so that you can also like and subscribe with that personality.
Okay.
Then go to your mother-in-law's house and sign her up and press like and subscribe on her computer.
Smash the like button.
Do the
Sorry, I
work,
couldn't.
folks.
And you guys,
Good
our
back.
merchandise is on our channel. Check it out. It's all there. If you guys want it, it's all there. We got a big choice.
Goes a long way. Thank you, folks.
Okay, you guys?
And thank you, Melissa, for
how's
feeling better and being with us this week.
Okay,
We're
I'm
glad
glad-
you're
I've-
glad you're on the mend,
I
Thank
forgot
you,
to ask you
Melissa.
earlier. Melissa, thank you very much.
We really appreciate you.
keeping us honest in the chat.
Okay.
So we're signing off for a couple of weeks.
Yes, we'll be back not next week, the week after, and hopefully I got more
Content.
content. That's
Stuff.
right.
But
All
a
right.
new show every Monday. We keep making them.
Yeah, we never miss a show on a Monday, that's for sure.
Also, don't forget to check out our Instagram account, Nick's Garage Official. A new photograph each and every day, no matter how crappy I'm feeling. One goes up.
Can we thank George too? Thank George Clark?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we should thank
After
George
all,
Clark for all
George-
his camera work,
and-
his editing,
It's my pleasure.
And George, you put us all in the air on this.
and you make us look good.
That's
Seriously.
right. If it wasn't for you, we won't be here.
The
What would I
man, the
do without
myth,
you
the
guys?
legend.
Anyways, okay, so I just want to say thank you to all our viewers,
Thank you for watching.
Patreon supporters, and of course all of our customers,
Our
and
wonderful visitor this
and of course our visitors,
Thank you,
Ross and
Ross.
Gail.
Thanks for having me.
And
Gail's
now,
hiding in the back.
and lately we've been getting a lot of visitors at the shop here, a few people every week.
Yep.
Anyways, it's always a pleasure.
Put them on Instagram.
And Ross, I want to thank you for coming by. It's always a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me get my hands dirty. I'll never wash them again.
I'm sure your
Anyways.
wife will have something to say.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, so thanks for watching here on Nick's Garage. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.